Hi everybody, it's Terry at Painted Garden Farm. I just wanted to let you know I'm about to put up a video, and it's going to be kind of a combo because about a week ago I put in peas and I assembled my two new raised beds, and the video is sort of incomplete and I'm hardly in it, but when I put the raised bed together, the camera battery died. I put one together on one day without filming it, and then the next day I filmed planting peas and I filmed putting the garden bed together. I think there's enough that you'll get the gist of it. So I just want to let you know I'm putting that up. You're going to have to turn up your volume because my camera, when I'm filming outside, it didn't really seem to pick my voice up that well. I am working on getting a better camera for doing these things, but without further ado, here is planting peas and assembling raised garden beds. I hope it's somewhat informative and that you get something out of it. It's just the assembly of the raised beds, it's kind of a review, and so far I'm liking them, and I just wanted to show you how easy it was to put them together. So enjoy the upcoming video, and I will say hi again at the end, or goodbye. Good morning, everybody. Today is the 21st of March, and it is a beautiful day. It's like somebody poked Mother Nature and said, wake up, it's spring, and she flipped the switch and off we go. Today we're going to plant some peas, and I can't believe how beautiful it is out here. I'm probably going to ditch this sweater pretty soon. But we're going to get some peas planted, and later I'll be doing a second video that'll be out this week on my new raised garden beds. So let's go get it together. If you haven't been here before, just a little background check. My goal in life is to do a little suburban backyard farming and to get everybody else involved in connecting and reconnecting with their food, doing things old school as much as they can, but with a little bit of modern twist. I am not averse to using modern technology to do stuff the old-fashioned way, and it can be done. So let's go plant some peas. All right. So Alright, I have a trick knee, so sitting down on my little garden trolley is not as easy for me as it might be for some at the moment. So anyway, I'm glad I got this thing. I got two of them for $20. So to save you all the torture, I've written out my little plant stakes ahead of time. So I have 4 types of peas I want to plant. I don't know if they'll all fit. I only have soil in this bed filled to the top, a couple of feet, let's say 4 feet by like 2.5 feet worth of soil that I could actually plant in right now. I have to fill. So if you go find the bad rabbit, where's Puppy Max? Where's your ball? You're in the way of my shot. Are you a photobombing dog? Alright, come on, move. You gotta move. You gotta move. Oh my god, there's a bad rabbit over there. Alright, she's easy. Should have thought of that sooner. Okay, so anyway, I got 4 types of peas that I'm planting. Calvadon Wonder. I've planted them before. I've actually had that pack of seeds for a couple of years. Hopefully they still grow. They grew beautifully the last time I planted them. Also these snow peas, Corn de Bellier, I got these from Baker Creek as well. These are a burpee seed, super snappy. I have it open. I'm guessing I grew them at some point. I don't remember how long ago. And then these I bought last year and never got to plant because we didn't move soon enough. The Magnolia Blossom tendril, and they have tendrils that are supposed to be good in a salad. They produce a lot of tendrils instead of leaves. Just so you're aware, the leaves of peas are edible as well as peas themselves. So I'm going to start with these. And one thing I got to say is I don't need, these are a snap pea, which means you can eat the pod and the, or maybe you can just eat the shell. I mean, not eat the pod, just the peas. I forgot. Now I've lost my knowledge. I have to go back and look at my old video. I didn't used to know there was a difference once upon a time, and then I found out, and I told you all about it, and now I've forgotten. So the English peas, you can only eat the peas. The snow peas, you can eat the pods. You don't want to even let the peas mature. And then there's the sugar snap peas that you can eat both, I believe. So I'm not sure if these are a sugar snap or not. But anyway, I'm going to make holes. My soil is fresh here, and some of it still won't be. But I'm going to put 2 peas in each hole, about 2-3 inches apart, and about maybe about a half an inch, well, up to the first knuckle deep finger is what I'm doing. I'm putting 2 in each hole and about 2 inches apart, about first knuckle deep. That should be plenty. And I'm putting it kind of close to the edge here because, I mean, that's about 2 inches away from the edge here. There's plenty of room for it to grow roots and do its thing. Now, some of these peas, seed peas. Some of these seed peas are brown. That doesn't make a difference. Just means they're dry. And they will still grow, because there have been times that I've saved peas from my year before peas, which I think either the Calvadol and Wonder or the Super Snappies from Burpee, I saved peas from it just to see if, if I could, if all the stories were true when I was a new gardener and that you could save them yourself. And you just let the pods dry out till they're brown. And dry, and then you have dried peas. And that's what I did, and I put them in baggies, and they worked out just fine. So, I'm doing this whole row apparently in these. And I might just say the heck with it and only do these today, and next week do a different type of pea in my raised bed that I built yesterday. But I think down the sides I am going to do some peas as well, because this is only a 4-foot wide bed. It's 12 feet long and 4 foot wide. So as I go along, I'm going to plant peas down the length of the bed. A little bit on this side just today, and then further along, because it's going to be, 8 weeks before anything else can go in here, and it'll be time to pull up the peas then. Just about. So, and I'll have other beds to plant in. 2 peas in there. That ought to do me. And put my plant tag in for them. So that I know what I have. And this soil is very moist, so I don't really need to water them in, but I might anyway, just to make sure the soil is set and they don't end up getting dug up by critters. I feel like if I water them in, the critters won't know they're there. Probably mistakenly, but that's what I feel like. Alright, so I definitely want these snow peas in. So I'm going to do the second row about 6 inches in. And do them the exact same way. I'm figuring this out as I go along how I'm going to plant these, because I need to buy more soil to finish filling this bed properly. And I was going to get a truckload. But at the moment, finances do not allow. So we're doing bag soil, a couple bags a week. Now these peas are definitely older, so I'm going to feel like I really won the lottery if they grow. But again, they're old, they're dried, they should be well preserved. Oops. For quite some time. So I'm not concerned about them being older. Not 100%. And if they don't grow, then I'll say, well, now I know that I can't save them that long. And just buy new ones the next time the seeds age that much. These was for 2016. And I remember picking them and eating them off the trellis in the backyard. It was when we were first starting to look for houses, I think, too. And it was pretty much the only crop I grew that year. It was peas, and then later some cucumbers. Oops, I need 2 more. Now, let me tell you something. You don't have to thin peas. If every single one of these 2 peas come up, you're not going to choke each other out. They grow vertically. They're fine. If I was just doing a row and throwing the whole package in, and a whole bunch were coming up real tight together, I might give them a little space between. But where I'm doing them a couple inches apart with just 2, should be perfectly fine. Alright, and I guess I'm going to put my plant tag in here. Alright, so just so you know, I have my poles handy for when I put these, when I trellis these, but until they're growing, there's really no point in trellising them. You don't have to put it in advance or anything. I get the string trellises that you can buy already woven at most garden centers. They have them. The Home Depot has them. Lowe's has them. Walmart probably has them, I'm sure. And if you can't do that, find them online. They're, I forget who makes them, but they're just little mesh trellises. Or you could make something more permanent with chicken wire if you wanted to, or build a frame and put string. But these string trellises, by the end of the season, between heat and rain, they kind of dry rot because they're made out of very thin fiber, and you can just rip them to shreds off your trellis. They just sort of fall down. And I'm actually thinking of getting some extra ones, because we have chain link fence all the way around the house. And I'm thinking if I hang some over the chain link, even though the chain link makes a good trellis, it'd actually give a little more support to vining things. And I do want to put, I have a vining flowering pea that's just for flowers, and I want to put that along fences, and I'd like it to give more coverage. I think the more it has to grow on, the more coverage it'll make, and it'll be like a wall of blue flowers. I just think it'll be prettier, so that's my reasoning for doing that. I'll just hang it over the edge of the fence at the top, and where the little chain links are twisted together, and at the end I can just rip it all down and throw it in the trash, or even put it in the compost, because it will continue to break down in there. Okay, so with those two. I think those two, and then there's not a lot of these Calvadon Wonders. Oh, they had a little dirt in them, so from my last planting efforts. Alright, so I'll put these Calvadon Wonders and use them up. Because I have to make room for more for next year, or for whatever I save. And I am going to get big into seed saving, because I'm going to put 3 because that'll look like a broken pea and I don't think it'll grow. Because it's smart to save them economically, you save more money, and then if, God forbid, anything happens, and, you know, in the interest of preparedness, because, oh, no, I'm not one of those crazy preppers that constantly thinks like that. Like, you know, I think that this past year, with the pandemic, we've seen how fragile things are. That things can really shut down. This was kind of like a test run on a shutdown. We didn't really have a shutdown. We had a partial shutdown, but things still pretty much kept operating, except for, you know, sadly, some small businesses and restaurants and things like that. But other things were able to boom and grow, and, you know, be developed. Certain businesses were able to be developed because of the pandemic. In the future, we could have something worse than a pandemic. We could have a rail shutdown. Last year, everybody ran out to buy seeds because, guess what? You couldn't get groceries. The stores were out of things. And, you know, and then the seeds started to running out. And they were afraid of a seed shortage this year because they just sold everything off last year so much. But, again, we are able to get seeds this year, and that's a wonderful thing. But if we're smart, and we, in the interest of anything from saving money in your pocketbook to, sorry, I'm sitting here and I don't think you could see me. Just keeping more money in your pocketbook and in your pocket to, being prepared in case of a big, huge shutdown and the world going to hell in a handbasket, and anything in between. It's smart to save seeds. It's good for the plants. It's good for the planet. The less industrial farming there is, it's good for the planet. The more heirlooms we can cultivate. And when you keep planting something over and over for years and years, it becomes an heirloom. So, you know, you plant it and you save the seeds, and you plant it and you save the seeds. That's what an heirloom is. It's open pollinated. It's not hybridized with anything else. It's just continually planting the same thing. That's an heirloom. And that's a good thing to have. Alright, so the last edge of the bed. Alright, so here we go. So these are all snap peas. So I have some of everything planted. My Magnolia Blossom tendrils, which I'm very excited about. My snow peas, which I love. Some snap peas so that I can shell them, and, you know, that'll probably be enough for ham dinner. For what I planted. But I might next week succession plant some of these, so do a second row in between the rows that I have. I don't know, or put some in a different bed as I fill up the beds and put the beds together. So that's it for pea planting, and I will water these in and we will see what happens. And as they sprout, I'm going to start giving you garden tours about once a week and see what happens. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope I'm in this shot, and I will see you soon. Hi again. So that's it. I'm just going to leave the pea planting video as it is. I think it's long enough. And yeah, watching me plant peas, poke holes in the ground isn't the biggest thrill of your life, I'm sure. But I think I gave you some kind of good advice and information, especially regarding saving seeds. I think it is definitely important for the planet and for preparedness. And, you know, preparedness is no joke anymore after this past year. So, again, I thank you for watching, and I hope you will hit like and subscribe. And you can check out Painted Gardens Redone and Homespun on Facebook. Have a great day.